Today we are going to talk about Proverbs chapter 18. Proverbs chapter 18. And this chapter has quite some of my favorite verses. So we'll just start right away. Proverbs chapter 18. It says that, verse 1, a man who isolates himself seeks his own desire. It says he ranges against all wise judgment. Verse 2 says, a fool has no delight in understanding, but in expressing his own heart. Verse 3 it says, when the wicked comes, contempt comes also, and with dishonor comes reproach. Verse 4 it says, the words of a man's mouth are deep waters. The wellspring of wisdom is a flowing brook. Verse 5 it says, it is not good to show partiality to the wicked, or to overthrow the righteous in judgment. Verse 6 says, a fool's lips enter into contention, and his mouth calls for blows. Verse 7 it says, a fool's mouth is his distraction, and his lips are the snare of his soul. His lips are the snare of his soul. Verse 8 it says, the words of a talebearer are like tasty truffles, and they go down into the inmost body. Verse 9 it says, he who is slothful in his work is a brother to him who is a great destroyer. And this is the verse that I like the most. Verse 10 it says, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. It says, the righteous run to it and are saved. The righteous run to it and they are saved. Verse 11 says, the rich man's wealth is a strong city, and like a high wall in his own esteem. Verse 12 says, before distraction, the heart of a man is haughty, and before honor is humility. Verse 13, he who answers a matter before he hears it, it is folly and shame to him. Verse 14, it says, the spirit of a man will sustain him in sickness, but who can bear a broken spirit? Verse 15, the heart of the prudent acquires knowledge, and the ear of the wise seek knowledge. Verse 16, a man's gifts make room for him and brings him before great men. A man's gifts make room for him and brings him before great men. Verse 17, it says, the first one to plead his cause seems right. The first one to plead his cause seems right until his neighbor comes and examines him. Verse 18, casting lots causes contentions to cease and keeps the mighty apart. Casting lots causes contention to cease and keeps the mighty apart. Verse 19, it says, a brother offended is harder to win than a strong city, and contentions are like the bars of a castle. Verse 20, it says, a man's stomach shall be satisfied from the fruit of his mouth, and from the produce of his lips he shall be filled. From the produce of his lips he shall be filled. Verse 21 says, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Verse 22, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. Verse 23, the poor man uses entreaties, but the rich man answers roughly. Verse 24, a man who has friends must himself be friendly, but there's a friend who sticks closer than a brother. There's a friend who sticks closer than a brother. So I want us to talk about just 3 verses in this chapter, then we are done for today. Verse 10, it says that the name of the Lord is a strong tower, The righteous run to it, and it says they are saved. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run to it, and they are saved. We know the name of God. Anytime you call on the name of God, anytime you call upon God, the Bible makes us to understand that He will answer you. He said, "Call unto me, and I will answer you." So when you call on the name of God, when you call for help, God is willing to accept you. God is willing to keep you safe. God is willing to keep you in a place where no harm will come against you. He's willing to rescue you and hide you. He's willing to rescue you and hide you and protect you. So the righteous run to it and are saved. The righteous run to it and are saved. Don't be worried, just call on the name of God. Run to it. Run to Him. Run to Him. And you'll be safe. The next verse I want us to talk about is in verse 16. It says, "A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men." A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men. This verse is very important. It's trying to tell us that your gift can make room for you before great men. There's a reason why Joseph entered Egypt. There's a reason why Joseph became the prime minister of Egypt. It's because of his gift. God used his gift to put him and place him in the government of Egypt. Joseph, without his gift, he wouldn't have gotten to where he was. God took him because he had a gift. He could interpret dreams. That's his gift. That's his gift. That's the same with Daniel. Daniel too was able to know the meaning of dreams. He was able to help kings. I see, when a great man has a problem and you can solve it, God brings you in front of him because that's your gift. When your gift can solve a big man's problem, God just push you to that person. God just push you to that person. He says you bring him before great men. Great men, great men, great men. The next verse I want us to talk about is in verse 24. That's the last verse of Proverbs chapter 18, verse 24. It says, "A man who has friends must himself be friendly, but there's a friend who sticks closer than a brother." A friend who sticks closer than a brother. A man who has friends must himself be friendly. A man who has friends must himself be friendly. What is this verse trying to mean? It's not enough to just have friends, but do you love them? Yesterday we talked about a verse in Proverbs chapter 17, in verse 17. Proverbs 17:17. It says, "A friend loves at all time." A friend loves at all time. You being a friend, do you love your friend? Do you love them? Do you love them? Do you love them? You must be friendly. You must care. You must be kind to them. Be friendly. Be kind to them. Have time for them. Don't just be there and say that, "Oh, they are my friend," but don't talk to them. They are not your friend. When you talk to them, when you have time for them, when you care about them, when they are going through something, you are there for them. That's a friend. That's a friend. And if you love friends, if you want friends, you must be friendly. If you want people to do the same for you, you must do the same for them. You must do the same for them. He says, "But there's a friend who sticks closer than a brother." There's a friend who sticks closer than a brother. I see there's a difference between your friend and your brother. Your brother is close to you because you guys came from the same mother and father, so just one parent. Yeah, so he is obligated, or he is you are it's his responsibility. He has to either take care of you or you have to take care of him. It- no matter whether you are the elder or you are the younger, it's your brother. Is your brother. But a friend is supposedly someone who isn't even part of your family, who you maybe you just met in school or you met at a place. It's not really part of your family, but you guys are friends. You guys are close. If you have something, you just communicate with your friend. You just communicate with your friend. Mostly people talk to their friends more than they talk to their families. Their friends know more about them more than their families do. So sometimes parents usually want to know the friends of their children because they know that their children will not always tell them what they are going through, but they will tell their friends. So if you know the friend of your child, you know the problem that your child is going through. You know some of the things that your child is not telling you. And such a friend sticks closer than a brother. Even though you guys may not come from the same family, but that person is very close to you. That person is there for you. That person loves you. That person loves you. That person loves you. A friend loves at all time. Proverbs 17:17. And this one is saying that Proverbs 18:24 is saying that a man who has friends, a man who has friends must first be friendly. Must first be friendly. It says a friend sticks closer than a brother. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you tomorrow for Proverbs chapter 19. Bye.